What's up, guys? So this video is going to be all based around how to approach your training, your nutrition and your mindset and your work while you're away on holiday or taking a bit of a break. So we're currently up on the Gold Coast at the moment, had a little bit of work in Sydney, and now we've got a week away. So this video is just going to be a bunch of different clips on how I approach my food, how I approach my training, my mindset and my work to make sure that one, I enjoy myself and have some time to relax and actually get the benefit out of being away. But two, not let all my progress and my results slip away, and my training, I don't want to lose all my results. So these are the little tips and tricks that I use to make sure I can stay on track, but also take some time to unwind and relax. So one of the things that I've always found super hard to do when on any form of break or holiday, even if it's just at home and I'm taking a day off, is to mentally switch off from work. So one of the key things I can recommend, especially if you still need to get some form of work done, so while I'm away, I'm still checking in with clients, I'm still promoting the podcast and whatnot, is pick a time frame that you have each day or every second day or however many times per week you need to do it while you're taking a break or while you're away, to put in some really focused, concentrated work, and then for the rest of the day you switch off. So whether that means you turn off your notifications on your phone, whether that means you get up earlier or stay up a little later to designate a certain time to do the work. So I'll spend about 30 to 60 minutes most days getting some form of work done, then the rest of the day I switch off completely. So I know that I'm doing that allocated time period of work, and then the rest of the time I don't feel guilty at all by not doing any. Now, if you have a job or if you have some form of circumstance where you don't need to do any work at all, then even better. But for those that do, I would highly recommend, instead of just checking your emails throughout the day and focusing on social media or whatever it is throughout the day, just pick a time frame, put in some really focused work, turn off your phone or put it on airplane mode or whatever, get your work done, and then enjoy the rest of your day. All right, guys, so the nutrition aspect. We are about to go and have a buffet breakfast. So we've been eating this every single morning. But the way that I approach my nutrition when I'm on a break, so it all depends on your goal firstly. So if you are currently in a fat loss phase, obviously the mindfulness around how many calories you're consuming is a little bit higher. If you're in a gaining phase or if you're just maintaining, it's a little more relaxed. So I talk about the volume dial, whether we turn it up or keep it turned down, depending on how disciplined you really need to be. But here's my approach. So when I'm away, I don't track my calorie intake. If I was really strict with my fat loss phase at the moment, I would be roughly, loosely tracking my intake on MyFitnessPal, but I aim to eat protein at every meal. Whenever we are away, I typically don't tend to eat as many meals, but I eat a lot larger meals. So we'll have like a breakfast, lunch and dinner. That'll completely vary depending on what your approach is or what suits you best. But I aim to eat protein with every single meal. I don't restrict myself to what I'm eating. My steps tend to be a lot higher when we're away anyway, so the energy expenditure is still quite high. It's something you need to keep in mind is, for those people who have ever been away on a holiday, maybe had a few too many drinks, plenty to eat, and you come back actually leaner or you've lost weight. A lot of that is due to the fact that your cortisol levels, your stress levels are a lot lower. You're probably sleeping a lot better. You're not consuming yourself with so much shit throughout the day mentally, so you are able to stress a lot less. So with nutrition, I aim to eat protein every meal. I try not to go too overboard, but if I do, I don't stress about it too much. As I said, I typically tend to stick to either kind of 2 to 3 big meals per day without snacking too much in between. So even though the meals are a lot higher in calories, my overall calorie intake may not be too bad compared to when I'm at home and I'm snacking in between meals and I'm at home in between clients or whatever it may be. But the main thing is that you don't stress about it. This is the thing, your nutrition and your training should work around your lifestyle. Your lifestyle shouldn't have to work around your training and nutrition. So if you're on a break, the last thing you want is to be sitting at a dinner table stressing about how many calories you're having in that meal when you're on a break with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your family, your friends, whoever it may be. So there is no stress around food. I enjoy myself. I try things that I want to try. I try not to go too overboard if I can. I aim to have protein with every meal, and the other big thing is water intake. I try and keep my water intake super high, especially if you're in a climate that's a little bit warmer. You're going to be dehydrated a lot quicker, so increasing the amount of water you're drinking is a big one. But I'll give you a quick look at what we're having for breakfast this morning. But I think the biggest key message that I want you guys to understand is that when you are on a break or when you are trying to enjoy a holiday, don't fucking stress about food. Who gives a shit? There's more to life than abs. And if you do it correctly and if you're consistent with your nutrition outside of your holiday or on the days that you can control it, then it won't make much of a difference at all. And this is a mistake I used to make, but now I'm completely relaxed with it, and it's a lot more enjoyable, and it allows me to create better memories and still maintain a good physique by trying to have, a few pieces of fruit per day, plenty of protein, lots of water, and just try not to go too overboard when I can. All right, so the last piece of the puzzle, and the bit that a lot of people get stressed out about, is the training side of things. So for me, there's kind of two sides to this. One, I think it is super important if you are into your strength training to at least try and maintain strength, even if that's a couple of body weight sessions, or if you've got access to a gym, going in there and doing some full body sessions. It doesn't need to be every single day, but I think maintaining is a really good idea. For me, I really enjoy training, and so does Danielle. So we've just been doing walking every day, we've been lifting every day, but we only kind of train for enjoyment. So whatever's not sore on the day, we will train that. There's no real structure to what we're doing. We're kind of going in, whatever's not sore, we'll train it on that day. Pretty much just for enjoyment. So not really worried about how much weight we're lifting and all that type of stuff. Just go in there, have fun, keep your body moving. On days that we feel sore, then take a rest. Other than that, it's super simple. So don't stress yourself out about training. You're not going to lose all your results in 1 week, even 2 weeks. Muscle memory is a really strong thing. So yeah, train for enjoyment. And if you need a rest, take a rest, but also give your body a break if you've been training super hard up until the holiday. And you'll feel better for it. It's like, just think of it as a training deload. Give yourself a break, so then when you come back to training, you feel fresh and motivated and ready to go. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you guys. If you do like it, feel free to share it with a friend.